We are back. The Slightly Daily podcast is back. It has returned in full-fledged form. I told you guys a couple weeks ago, gave you guys a small little life update. I was like, hey, we've been moving. I've been getting a new job. I told you guys it's back. And look at this new setup. Me and Parker's been, this is Parker right here with the lights. When we first moved in, Parker was like, Parker's a big decoration and lights guy. And I'm like, throw the desk up in the corner. I'm not like,
Yeah.
Parker was just like, but what if we if you guys could see how many different lights and stuff that we have in here, it's insane. But this is the most comfortable I've ever felt in a studio, bro. We're about to make some great shit. Will's back, Parker's back. Episode 158.
We all back, baby.
Put down a couple cold ones. The objective, I think, mostly of this episode, I want to really get into some football, college football, NFL, high school football. If y'all got any high school football notes, I do got one story. But first question I want to ask you guys: Georgia's back-to-back national champions, right?
Yes.
Did you know a team has not won 3 championships in a row since the 1930s?
Yeah, I did know that.
Okay. Do you know who it was?
I do. I'll let Parker try to guess.
Okay. Take a guess.
The 30s?
A team has not went back to back to
Was
back.
it Tennessee?
No.
It wasn't Tennessee. They are a Big Ten school. Take a guess.
Ohio State?
No.
They're north of the Mason-Dixon.
North. They are. It's a state school. It's not. It's a.
Is it someone that's good now?
No.
No?
They're not.
They've been decent.
They're decent.
They've hung around.
They'll go to a bowl or two, but they're not it's not Michigan or Ohio State. I'll tell you that. It's a Big Ten school.
Their mascot is a rodent.
A rodent. Yeah.
Or
The
a
last
small
team,
ground animal.
The last team to win back-to-back champions.
Is it fucking oh dude. I
They're
know.
the golden.
I want to say
Pick a state up north. Pick one. Let's see how it's got you. You can't go wrong.
Real far north.
Yeah. Far north, border Canada.
I don't know. I'm
Minnesota.
Gonna go Minnesota. I never would have guessed
The
that.
Golden Gophers.
Oh, okay. No, I was
We're
way
the last team to win 3 in a row, which is one would think that one of those Miami teams or even Ohio State would have been that, or Bama at some point, but no, they went back to back and then they lose.
Well,
so,
the selection process for actually picking the national champion just got figured out. I mean, was it literally up until 2010?
a computer.
They just voted on it.
Yeah.
They was all right, coaches, what the fuck do y'all think? And then the AP was well, we'll decide our own. So up until 2010, they had split national champions. Right? No, it was 06.
Wait, what?
So the BCS era started when Tennessee won, which was 97 or 98, right?
98.
So that was when BCS started.
Oh, okay.
And then the playoff was 2014 or 15.
Yeah.
That's when they did the 14. But before that, dude, I couldn't tell you how they did it back then.
It was the coaches poll because there was so many I forgot Nebraska won it with 2 losses one year, and Tennessee only had 1 loss or something like that.
It was like an algorithm.
The coaches voted on who won the championship.
They didn't even play it.
They voted who was.
They used to not play it. You would just go to go to a bowl game, and then they would be like, "Well, they were the best."
Yeah, Nebraska was the best team, which is kind of wild. That's so dumb. But
that is dumb.
Play it out.
But yeah, so I mean, shit. I can't sit here and act like I know what Georgia looked like in spring practice this year, but I can't imagine.
Really good.
I can't imagine that they're going to be.
They're all fucking 5-star.
You know,
really good.
I can't imagine that they're going to be bad.
The only thing is they got a new quarterback, which that's what everybody's harping on. But
apparently he's great.
Of course he is. He plays at Georgia.
Right.
I mean,
yeah, Noah was saying he went 5 touchdowns on 5 drives in their preseason.
My money's on Alabama this year. Nick Saban had to sit around last year and go on. Yeah, he had to go on College Game Day and the national championship show and all this, and listen to people just sit there and go, "Look at Kirby Smart's doing. Look at Georgia. Who the fuck is Alabama? You see these guys? Y'all can't hang with them. Y'all lost to Tennessee. Y'all lost twice this year." And Saban just had to sit there in his Aflac jacket, just sitting there taking it. Dude, you know he has them boys hungry.
Yeah.
Like they're angry.
That's true.
And they don't have a quarterback right now. They're picking between two. You think about when they won on their national championship. They had fucking me at quarterback.
Greg
bro.
McElroy.
They just had a big
AJ
angry
McCarron.
motherfucker. Yeah, literally. AJ McCarron out back there with a tiger tattoo across his chest. And they would give the ball to Derrick Henry or a big
Trent
motherfucker
Richardson.
and say, hey, go. We're going to beat the fuck out of you for an hour.
So,
can you hang with us? And then nobody
a good
could.
point.
Damn.
How you're saying that's pure Bama football at its core is run the football down their throat. The last 4 or 5 years, they've been changed a little bit. They've been tossing it
Which, I mean,
around
they've been
a little
successful
more.
too. That's always like that's the thing. Everybody was like, well, wait until Alabama finds a way to get a quarterback, and then they rolled in 5 stars, and then they went and won more natties. Now
Yeah.
they've just the way I don't know the way football's working now. Not all the teams are getting 5 stars, but it's not just Bama anymore. It's not just Ohio State. I mean, like Texas A&M's always been able to get people because they got oil money like a motherfucker. I mean, Myles Garrett was the top 5 star. He went there. Like, there's always been like hit or miss. They'll get away from the big ones, but now this NIL's coming in. I mean, you got Tennessee paying a quarterback like $7 million before he even steps on campus.
Jeez. He hadn't even played.
He's not gonna play this year.
And he probably won't play this year.
No, I mean, dude, jumping Joe Milton's a dog, bro. That motherfucker throws the ball 90 miles an hour.
Real quick before we move past Bama, I want to say this.
Yeah.
I think if you were, this is not financial advice, but if you were to take a future on someone, I think it would be Bama for the most value because everyone is overlooking them.
What are they, like plus 500?
Probably. They're probably 3rd or 4th, but like, and then I heard this on 104.5, but it was something crazy. But if you really think about it, every year Bama has won, they were never favored to win, and and Saban was pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Last year, even though they only lost 2 games, your favorite team would love to only lose 2 games.
It took Tennessee's best effort.
It did.
Like one of the best games I've ever seen Tennessee play.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was one of the best football games I've ever watched.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that was insane.
That was awesome.
That would be a game that we'd be like, damn.
Shout out Collier Wedding was awesome as well, but the Tennessee game on at the wedding was fucking hype.
I was actually at the MTSU game in the little beer garden area, watching it on the TV.
I haven't been. I need to go to MTSU. I didn't even know they had a beer garden.
Yeah, they do. Right on the end zone.
My last point about Alabama. So you know how they changed the rules now, where clock doesn't stop on a first down.
Yeah.
What?
They're trying to
speed up the game. They just added in more commercials. They cut down the game by like 6 snaps and then added 4 more minutes of commercials.
It's like 10 minutes.
It's big business, bro.
Yeah. This is new this year?
Yeah, they just started.
The clock doesn't start or stop on
a first down. So now if Alabama, if they have a good defense, they have a good running back like they're going to. Their offensive line plays decent. They're gonna beat you the Titans way. They're just gonna run it twice and then check down if they have to, bleed the clock, and Nick Saban would cream his britches if he could win 20-14 all year. He would love. He doesn't give a shit about scoring points. I think he's the type to enjoy just going out there and beating the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, we're running I formation again. Fuck yeah, we are.
We're running
hand it off again.
We're running to the left, and then guess what we're gonna do? We're gonna run to the right.
Yeah,
next.
and then it's like, oh, my running back's tired. Guess what? I got another 5-star out of South Florida that weighs 207 pounds. And he's hitting you at 28 miles an hour. What the fuck's up? Like, I don't know. I'm excited, man. College football's got me gassed up this year.
Well, look, and this is also just even if you're a casual college fan, this is a year that you are going to want to watch as many games as you can because next year and the year after that, these conferences are about to blow up.
Everything's getting
dude, and it's really fucking sad. You're not going to see, for example, Texas and Oklahoma. You're not going to see, you might, but like,
I think they'll keep that. Texas and Oklahoma, they're both coming to
okay, that's true.
That's one of the only ones. Think about Oklahoma, Oklahoma State.
That or Texas Tech. Like, I mean, and then the Big Ten, you're not gonna see, like UCLA or USC.
That's so stupid.
USC, it didn't matter how trash like some of these California teams are. There's a draw there. It's a rivalry. So
it's also, dude, when you're at a strip club at 11:30 and you're sitting there catching a dance, watching like. What was it? DTR at UCLA run for 300 yards last year.
Oregon State.
That's a fun night, dude. Like, hold on, I got cold beers, football's on, and the heavies are out, bro. This is life.
It's really set. Like, Parker, do you know a little bit about the conference like the conferences? Like they're realigning. Dude.
Yeah. I don't really understand why they're. I mean, obviously it's probably for money.
It's
but
money.
like,
It's
It
TV
is, dude.
rights.
It's
but
TV.
how though? Like,
It's
So
TV rights.
So imagine. Okay.
Oh.
So
just
basically,
more eyes on if they go to this conference.
it's the big teams. So like Texas and Oklahoma are going to be in the SEC. USC and UCLA are going to be in the Big Ten. So you're going to see Ohio State and USC. You're going to see Michigan
and Washington and Oregon.
Washington and Oregon too. So like it's going to be bigger matchups instead of Cal Berkeley versus Washington State.
Yeah.
You know, which is sad, but that's sports in general. You've got the
That's the world.
you got that's the world, bro.
Big fish eat, little fish get ate.
Like but it is TV. Imagine every year you're guaranteed if you're in the Big Ten from now on, you're guaranteed to have a Ohio State Michigan matchup, a USC Michigan matchup, and a USC Ohio State matchup. Guaranteed every single year.
And also too, like the way the rights deals work. So like say the SEC has we'll just keep it simple. We'll call it $100 billion, right? Then we'll say there's 10 teams in the SEC. So they have to split that pie evenly. So each team would get 10 million for that TV rights deal. But so say I'm Alabama and I'm looking at Vanderbilt and I'm like, who the fuck is watching Vanderbilt? Who are these eyeballs? So Alabama deserves more piece of the pie, but because they're at Vandy's in the conference, hey, fuck you, buddy, I get my piece.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing. So like where the Pac-12 had a shitty rights deal, two, they had a bunch of shit teams where nobody wanted to watch the game, so nobody wanted to pay more for their package. Now they get to play, like he said, Ohio State, Michigan, got these matchups where now that TV rights deal is going to go to, we'll call it 200 million. So the piece of your pie gets even bigger. When out west, they were eating off a little pie. Now they can combine two decent-sized pies, make a big one.
But I'll tell you, it really sucks in my opinion. To be honest,
It sucks for the other sports.
That's what
Football
I was about to say, bro. Imagine a softball team who's they're literally not making money at all. The games are free to go to. They make no money for they have no budget. They don't have planes and shit.
Football pays for that.
Football
pays
it
for
does,
everything.
but still, like imagine
like football pays for all these sports to exist. But yeah, like
But imagine there's some girl who played her ass off in high school, made a softball team at Oregon State, and now she's got to go on a plane from Oregon to New Jersey, where Rutgers is.
Rutgers is always the butt of the joke.
Yeah, it is, but for real, like them being from Oregon to New Jersey, and that's a conference game.
Yeah,
and then they got to turn around and go back on a flight and get back at 2 a.m. and then go to class at 8.
I mean,
that sucks.
Just
dude.
like imagine the people who like are playing like fucking underwater basket weaving because they actually like one need the scholarship, but two like their degree matters, and then they're like, well, I got a test tomorrow, but I got a 9-hour red eye back from New Jersey, and then I got to be at class at 9 a.m. You think the teachers would be like, oh yeah, how'd your underwater basket weaving competition go? Don't worry about coming in. But if you're on the football team, the teacher was watching the game last night.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Like oh my god, I have I have the quarterback in my class.
That's true. Yeah, I didn't think about it outside of football.
Hey, don't nobody care. Like, oh, you play on the tennis team? Cool. Like, nobody's. And then like, you literally got to fly out. And two, like a lot of people commit to in-state school so their family can watch them play.
That too.
So like, I saw one girl talking who she committed to Washington because she's from Washington. It's like 30 minutes from her house. She wanted her parents to watch all her home games, or watch her games, and then stay in the conference so they could drive and stuff. She's like, what are they supposed to do now? Like, are they supposed to just be able to fly 20 times around the country?
All their
to watch
fucking
it?
Games are in Ohio, Indiana, Michigan.
Yeah, dude, fuck
across
that.
the country. It's anyway. I mean, that's
well. Also imagine,
money,
dude,
man.
the California teams are gonna have a damn wake up call when they were like. They literally wake up in LA. It's like 84 and sunny in December. They fly into Penn State. I was literally about to say they fly in and they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna have to circle for about 30 more minutes. There's 2 foot of snow on the tarmac." And they're like, "Wait,
dude,
it's gonna be a bunch of black dudes that have never seen snow before." I mean, like literally, Lamar Jackson played in like Cleveland last year or something. He's like, "Man, this is the first time I've seen snow."
Yeah.
Like, what?
That's what they were saying about the Dolphins last year when they. Because they're in Miami. It's 85 until it's not. Yeah. And then it's like, oh, okay, well here's our 2 weeks of winter.
Oh man, dude, that's hard. The Miami thing. You're a Dolphins fan.
Yeah.
How funny is it how they set up their stadium where they're in the shade and have AC and the visitors are in the sun, and the way they have it, it's like the sun beats down on them. So the Dolphins sideline will be 82 degrees. The opposing sideline will be 122, and the Dolphins are over there.
It's funny, dude.
It's a straight up advantage. Like that's why in September, October you bet on the Dolphins. Everybody, people are coming down from Minnesota. And they're just like, hey, here's 87 and humid, bitch. What the fuck you got?
It's a Hard Rock Stadium. It's brand new stadium too.
Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah, you see how half of it, and that's just the visiting side.
Yeah, they literally
they're just cooking.
Yeah,
but on the other side, they're AC, got the fans going.
That's funny. They do that shit on purpose.
Oh yeah,
definitely.
Yeah, I mean, hell, you don't build a $3 billion stadium and make some shit like that on accident. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's gamesmanship. That's part of pro sports. I mean, like, what? And why do you think people give Denver so much hype for home field advantage and stuff? Because it's real. Like. Running at high altitude is hard.
Even in basketball, look at the Braves are right in Denver right now.
Yeah.
Look at how many runs have been fucking scored. I know yesterday or day before, I don't remember, but that game 1 was like 14-4. It was like almost 20 runs.
And it was raining with the wind blowing in from left.
And
they're still hitting dings. Dude.
And you got 5 guys on the team that can hit a 400-foot home run.
Yeah, and the air's just Florida had to fly to Dallas, right? So they left before the hurricane. They flew to Dallas. Stayed there for a day, got a practice in, and then flew to Salt Lake City. Their coach was freaking out. That's why I wanted to hammer Utah, and I didn't. I forgot about this. But I heard the coach, he was asking all these sports scientists and stuff how to deal with going from low, like high humidity, low pressure, high humidity, and then go like high elevation. He was just straight up candid. Like, I'm really worried about my players. Like, and I didn't hammer Utah.
Dude, it's crazy. When I went to Denver last year, and it took me a day to get used to it's just how thin the air is.
Yeah.
It literally matters. Like, it is different, dude.
Yeah.
You're like lightheaded. It's really hard to explain. I can't imagine trying to be tip top shape, peak male physical.
They say that was Michael Jordan. It wasn't actually a flu game. They say it had elevation sickness.
There's a couple conspiracies too.
Did you see the pizza delivery guy? Was
that. Yeah.
And then there was like him talking about his house where he would stay when he was in Salt Lake, and it was even higher up in the mountains above Salt Lake City. So they were saying like the real conspiracy is that he like changing elevation back and forth at super high elevation gave him super bad elevation sickness. But I mean, the motherfucker walks around with yellow eyeballs. Like,
that is true.
That ain't natural. That ain't elevation.
Something's going on.
I don't know if the cigars have been rolling smoke in his eyes for so many years, or he just has bourbon leaking out of his pupils. But the shit ain't right. You got jaundice, dude. Like, somebody needs to check his kidneys.
That reminds me of Clyde from Riverdale.
Oh,
he had
Clyde
the
the
same
Glide?
eyes. Yeah.
Clyde the Glide. Do you remember when he gave us his like country music album? You don't, dude. He literally,
I don't even know who this is.
No, it was our freshman year. It was Clyde the Glide.
His eyes were always bloodshot.
Clyde the Glide, the speed coach, dude.
Yeah.
He literally made.
Chip.
Yeah, eat the chip. Eat the chip. You're running from a bear. He's trying to get your chips. You ain't letting him have it. You just keep running. Hip the chip. Hip the chip. Chip the lip. Chip the lip.
I mean, he's not wrong though. Shit.
No, so at the end ceremony, and we're in the annex cafeteria. This man pulls out his guitar, starts playing a song, right? Then he pulls out a stack of CDs. It goes through and calls each of us up one by one, shakes our hands, and hands us a CD. And it's just
what
him.
What are we doing,
dude? It's him. It's him and a 7-year-old white kid sitting on a bench in full baseball uniform, both holding guitars. I wish I could make this shit up.
Hey, pal.
Dude, him and a 7-year-old white kid didn't have cancer or anything. I don't know where he met this little white kid, but him and fucking OG Mason Ramsey.
I go to church with this one family and their kid, you know.
Dude.
Clyde Drexler?
Nah. Oh, man. It was like... Dude.
So, all right.
Do you remember his band name?
Fuck no. Clyde the Glide with the white boy. I don't know. Type that in. The Diplomat's a solid sound. That sounds right. You know those black dudes that get so into Christianity that they're even like creepier than like the school shooter vibe people? You're just like, oh. Like you're so Christian, you're almost Muslim right now. I don't really know how to handle this.
Welcome to MySpace. Just pulled up his MySpace.
Oh my God.
I want to be your man. Brick House. I don't think that's by George Floyd.
I don't know if that's...
King Floyd. Groove Me by King Floyd. Sorry, my mind's in the gutter.
Fuck.
Anyway.
To put a button on the college football thing.
Oh yeah. Clyde the Glide taught me how to run fast.
Exactly. You guys got any Final thoughts on college football. Surprise teams.
I
really do think Bama's worth a sprinkle on a future.
I think so.
And Caleb Williams, I think, is a sprinkle on it to win another Heisman, man.
I wouldn't call that a sprinkle. He's the favorite.
I would say, but dude, it's only happened one time.
Yeah,
that someone's won 2 Heismans.
Yeah, I forgot he won it last year.
Archie Griffin.
I would say my bold prediction is Georgia doesn't make the playoff. I think Georgia loses 2 games somehow, and I think the quarterback from Duke, and I forgot his name if I wasn't trying to fucking tell you about him.
Nothing about him.
Ricky Jefferson.
He was good last year.
To me, might as well be.
He had like 3,500 passing yards last year with only 6 interceptions.
Duke, huh?
Duke's gonna be a sneaky pick. I think he has a chance. Like if they can find a way to beat
Cutcliffe
North Carolina. I think so.
I would assume. He is.
What's his name? Riley Leonard. Riley Leonard. Yeah,
Okay.
he had a good year last year.
He looks. Is he a big kid?
Yeah,
too,
he's like
I
6'4",
assume?
225. He's a big fucker.
Him and Danny Dimes.
He rushed for 800 yards last year and 12 touchdowns. Led the team in rushing touchdowns. So I mean, 3,500 yards, only six interceptions, 12 rushing touchdowns, 800 rushing yards. Why not? I mean, all they have to do is play decent. They got Clemson coming to their house week 1. Play decent against them.
Hey, isn't that crazy that they kind of did the they did North Carolina, South Carolina week 1.
It was always the last game of the year.
Yeah. I just noticed that they did that week 1.
Actually,
I cut you off because I
you're
just
good.
thought about that.
Yeah. No, yeah, I was
that kinda
like, talking
crazy?
to my dad about that.
It's kind of dope, actually.
I think last year was like the last game of the year.
Usually,
wasn't it?
usually week 12
It's like rivalry week.
It's like North Carolina, South Carolina,
Tennessee,
Vandy. It's a lot of it's Oklahoma State. But I saw that, I was like, they're playing week 1.
Florida plays Florida State usually.
Florida State.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a good game. All right,
Bro, is this guy dead?
Yeah, I think so.
He's been on the ground for like 10 minutes.
For Utah. Oh Jesus.
NC State
or Utah.
Yeah, they got to stretcher him out.
I didn't even see what the hell's going on.
Every time I look over, it's just the same scene.
Hey, well,
that's football, baby.
Yeah, hey, you know what you signed up for.
Exactly. But yeah, so
Duke. Sorry.
No, you're good. I think so. Everybody knows Drake May for North Carolina.
Yeah.
If Duke finds a way, if Riley Leonard can go out, throw for 350, 3 touchdowns, and Duke beats North Carolina, you're gonna watch his odds.
Because who else? Who else is in it?
You're gonna see him if they can
balls
play,
out.
If he can play good against Clemson and then he can outduel Drake May against North Carolina, he has a legitimate shot.
Is Drake May the favorite?
Drake May is the number 2.
Drake May is he's gonna be in the NFL for sure. He
He
might be a freaking.
He's gonna be the number 2 overall pick behind Caleb.
I don't even know
Williams.
who stinks right now, but he's gonna be like a Seahawk or some shit next year. I don't know. The Seahawks.
It'll probably be
a Texan.
No, the Texans just drafted
they got
C.J. Stroud.
C.J. Stroud.
Oh yeah.
But my
The Stroud boys.
My bold prediction. I think this is obvious. I think the playoff is not gonna have no ACC. I'm going against you a little bit. I just don't think there's gonna be any ACC or Big 12 schools this year. Like TCU came out of nowhere of the Big 12. I don't know if any of those teams are going to be
That's still so
solid.
funny how bad they got beat
Bad
last year.
Yeah.
TCU and Colorado play week 1.
I know.
So,
Colorado's a 20-point underdog.
yeah,
I took them to win in my upsets league.
they're a project. You
Yeah.
know, Travis Hunter is, and he will be in the NFL.
Yeah, and they're
He's
just
a dog.
people are just talking wild. They're like, "This is the least talented roster in all of college football."
Okay,
I was like,
that's
I promise you, it's not.
no, it's not.
Deion didn't bring
He
in
brought
70
some-
motherfuckers into the
Hey.
transfer portal to build the worst roster in college
Do you-
football.
do
Now they
you
might not be
know-
cohesive yet, but they're
Do
not
you
going
know
to be the
much
least talented.
about Colorado this year?
The
No.
Buffs.
So,
They're the worst team in college football.
So last year they were
Is that Dwayne Simmons' team?
no, not Dwayne
Essentially,
Simmons. Deion Sanders. Last year, MTSU could have beat Colorado. That's how bad they were.
Denard
Okay.
Sprinkle could have beat their
Yeah.
ass.
We could have got Riverdale High School's all-time starting 11, and they probably could have beat them. But
Probably.
they've got Deion Sanders came from Jackson State, which is a FCS school, and then he got the job at Colorado and basically brought all their best players to Colorado. Travis Hunter
shit.
was the number 1 player in college football, and Deion convinced him to go play FCS, and now he's at Colorado. He went to Jackson State, then now they're at Colorado,
Yeah.
and they play TCU week 1.
He's a legit number 1 receiver and a number 1 cornerback.
He is Deion
plays,
Sanders.
He plays both sides of the ball.
He is Deion Sanders.
Yeah. That's why he fought. And then so Deion's son Shadur is the quarterback over there. He's
Shadur.
Shadur.
You're derfing.
That does sound like a Tyler Perry. Like it sounds like something Madea would say. That's where he got it from, actually. I think.
Parker, give me a bold college football prediction.
All right, Kansas State is gonna make a bowl game. They're gonna play in a bowl game.
It's really not that bold. They're a pretty good franchise.
Yeah.
All right, Kansas State is gonna come in fourth this year.
They're gonna be 4. They're
gonna
make
the playoff.
Hey,
yeah,
fuck it. They don't have a bad team.
They're always like ranked like 17.
They had the running back went to the Cowboys.
Deuce Vaughn, little boy.
Deuce Vaughn.
I say little boy, he'd beat my ass.
He would, but he's
fast.
He's a short fella.
Yeah, he's a short guy. Little scrappy fucker, I bet.
All right,
I think that guy is dead, man.
yeah, he's still on the ground.
They got the whole Yukon Fire Department out there. Raheem Ashford.
I'm kind of. What's going on?
He graduated.
I think he broke his neck. Oh, he graduated. That's why they're carrying him out.
Hey, if they end the game now, shit.
Oh,
UConn covers. Anyway,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
So let's transition to little NFL chat.
NFL.
All right.
You want to grade my fantasy football team name first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh,
I was gonna start with fantasy. Perfect. So yeah, go ahead.
Made my team name DNR Hamlin. A bit far, but we saved it. You know,
I love it.
You know,
I love it.
Apparently, he was kind of close to not making the team.
I mean, he wasn't very.
I didn't think he was very good last year. I didn't know who he was.
To give I didn't either.
They had to give him the position.
Oh yeah,
that'd be so petty.
To give you some perspective on him, he was a 68 overall in Madden last year.
Oh,
what was his heart rating?
I don't know.
Jesus,
couldn't call it.
But
yeah,
19.
So we're in a fantasy football league. Let's talk about fantasy and then just like a little NFL chat. So
what pick do you have?
I have the 12th pick. I'm getting Austin Eckler there.
Okay,
I'm keeping him.
So you got the flop. You got 13th.
And then I got 13th. Hopefully I can get a receiver next. Yeah. I'm thinking I'm gonna get CD Lamb.
That's a good pick.
Or
I think
either him or Devontae Adams. Hopefully. So
yeah.
But how you guys feeling about fantasy this year?
I feel good, man. I got 7th pick, so my keeper is Jalen Hurts in the 7th round. So I think I'm praying that Kelsey's there for me. So
7
at 7, so I can take Kelsey at 7 and get my onesies out of the way.
Get Hurts
and just have my quarterback and tight end onesies taken care of, and then just take receiver, running back, best available, the rest of the draft. Just don't worry about anything else. Don't go because I don't fuck around with a backup quarterback or a backup tight end.
Oh no,
there's no point.
No, there's no point.
If your starting quarterback gets hurt, you're fucked. You got to stream somebody.
Yeah, which I had to do last year. This is a PSA. Don't fucking draft Dak Prescott ever. He was my QB. Got hurt second quarter, first week, and threw the most interceptions in the league.
Yeah,
and I had to start Geno Smith. This is what my tandem, my 3-headed monster was. Derek Carr, Geno Smith, and Jimmy G. And I was like going just straight matchup based.
But Geno had a good year last year.
Geno
he didn't put up crazy
year.
numbers, but he had really good completion percentage. He was the leader in the NFL.
That was who I was rocking with last year. So I'll tell you what, man. I've had Josh Allen before. I've had Deshaun Watson when he was really good. When you have a solid quarterback, man, it makes your life really easy. But you also don't want to reach too far because the skill position players are harder to get.
That's why, dude. I got Jalen Hurts in the 8th last year, and that saved my season.
Yeah,
because everybody else got hurt. Literally, my first 5 picks gone. Or no, take that back. I had receiver for the fucking Bengals. Can't think of his name right now.
Jamar Chase.
I had Jamar Chase, but he missed like 6 games.
He did. It was like his hip or his
dude.
thigh or something.
I was starting backup running backs because everybody was gone, and freaking Matthew, Josh's little brother. He beat me in every waiver fucking transaction. Look at it. He would bid. It's like he's cheating, dude. He would bid $1 more than me. I'd put like $17. Matthew or whatever his team name wins 18. It's like, what the fuck, dude? This little bastard.
I have the 2nd pick, and
it's a lot of pressure at the top.
It's a lot of pressure
at the top, bro.
Because I feel like first you got to go JJ.
Number 2 is perfect.
JJ is gonna go number 1 every time. He's gonna take him, but like number 2, I got some options. I can either go Jamar Chase, Cooper Kupp, Travis Kelce.
Don't even think about
don't
think about Kupp or Kelce.
I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't even know if I want to take Jamar though. It seems like the obvious pick, but
the obvious
Burrow's
pick
out.
is Christian McCaffrey.
McCaffrey's
The obvious pick is McCaffrey.
So look.
So I know running backs are hard to come by.
Oh wait,
I get it.
Did anybody keep McCaffrey?
Oh, actually, yeah.
Actually,
we
yeah,
talked
they
about
did.
that earlier.
Yep,
Someone kept him.
Yeah.
I can't
But the
remember.
thing about
Manute Ben,
Jamar
I
Chase is I think Burrow's out the first like 3 weeks. Which
No, he's
doesn't.
not.
He's
I
not.
think so.
He was practicing yesterday.
Okay.
Joe Burrow ain't.
Because that's
he
been the
ain't.
word on the street up until now
Joe
is
Burrow
that he's out like 3 weeks.
That ain't
So
Joe
I'm
Burrow's
like-
prerogative. He's out there running around playing. Joe Burrow's an Ohio fuck, dude. He's gonna go out there. And ball.
You're right.
Hey,
he's
he
got
did-
that dog in
He
him.
tore his ACL his rookie year and came back and went to
You're
the
right.
Super Bowl.
He's
Yeah.
got that dog in
Joe
him. He's
Burrow's
not
gonna
trying to
play.
sit out.
Don't pass on Jamar Chase because of some shit like that. Take Jamar Chase.
But I mean, that's the obvious pick. But there's like, I don't know, because like
in
Kelsey,
fantasy,
dude,
a lot of times the obvious one's the right one. Do not take a tight end at number 2 overall.
you know, Kelsey's gonna
Hey,
get them yards.
Kelsey
though.
is tight end one.
He's gonna get
He
them
doesn't
yards.
get, dude. I mean,
And tight ends are harder to come by than receivers.
yeah, but top dog number 1 best receivers in the NFL are very hard to come by. That's why there's like 3 of them. And Cooper Kupp's got a bum hamstring.
Cooper
That is
Kupp
true.
gets hurt.
I'm not touching him.
you do-
Hey, hamstrings can last all season.
That is a
Yeah.
good point about Kupp.
That's true.
Don't get me wrong. The last 2 years has been he won them that fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, he was
like
nasty.
Yeah.
he did. And then but last year, dude,
That ankle.
Matthew
got him.
Stafford wasn't throwing it very well. He was banged up.
I'm surprised Stafford's coming back.
I
With his
am
neck
too.
injury.
Hey, you know what's perfect for this little tangent here to step right into that role is Stetson Bennett, bro.
Oh,
It's
Lord.
crazy. Braxton's been my cousin Braxton is a huge Georgia fan. He called it to a T. He was like, "Look, a lot of people think he's going to go undrafted." He was like, "I think someone's going to pick him up mid-round." He was,
Yeah.
and he was, and then he's gonna find his way in there just like he did with Georgia,
Yeah.
and just lead the troops.
I mean, as a pro team, you have to take a chance on that guy. He's a winner.
Yeah.
Like
that
right.
motherfucker
like,
wins.
learning how to win is a skill. Like it's not just like you don't just wake up like you're good at sports. Doesn't mean you know how to win. Like,
Right.
You got to know like
gotta have that
because
dog in you.
in every game, every sport, there's like 3 plays that decide who wins each game.
That's true.
Yeah, that's
Every
a good
single
point.
sport, our entire
That's
life.
true.
It's always
Same
like,
with like Call of Duty. Like same with everything. Like
That's a good-
usually, and,
yeah.
like, on like that
there-
level.
there's like there's make or break points in everything. There's make or break
Yeah.
points in relationships, make or break points in
Yeah.
your job. It's always, but in every sport, and what do you do when the time slows
that
down and it's that
moment
big
comes.
play? What do you do? Do you
Yeah.
make the right read? Do you throw the right pass, or do you shit your pants and throw right to the
He's
defense?
That's
rallying
true.
the troops, and
That
he's
is true.
saying, "I need you to get open
Yeah.
here, and I'm gonna get it to you, and you make something happen."
Yeah, it's just like in
Like-
baseball. It's 3-2, guys throwing cheese on the outside. Are you gonna fight that pitch off to see one more?
yeah.
Or are you gonna sit up there and get scared and take it?
Yeah,
and
take
strike
it
out looking
and
with the
strike
bases
out.
loaded.
That is true. Like it's this whole big game, but it really does usually come down to like 2, 3, 4 plays.
That-
It's just
it's
that's the
momentum.
beauty of sports, man. It's,
Yeah.
Like
it's
you
a big
saying,
story. It's a book getting written each game.
bro. Like you
Yeah.
were saying on COD, bro. If you really get 60'd on one hill,
Yeah.
that's it's hard to come back from.
Or
that.
like, dude, a control and like it's you and one other guy in the point, and
Yeah.
like
Hey.
it comes down to one gunfight,
One
and now
gunfight.
you're up or down our whole round.
Yep.
And
Literally.
imagine it, Stetson does the little thing. I was like Coach Patterson here. But Stetson Bennett always did the little things right. He threw the ball away when it
Yeah.
needed to be thrown away.
Mhm.
He's not gonna fucking Joe
is true.
Burrow it and Patrick Mahomes 50
He
yards.
always
down.
made the right
He,
decision.
hey,
The little things are the little things until they become the big thing.
but
Okay, real quick, would it
Yeah.
be crazy to take Derrick Henry second overall?
Yes.
why do you think that? Because I
Because I
I'm
want to
gonna
get a good
throw-
running back because I'm under the impression it's harder to get a good running back than it is a receiver because there's a lot of receivers. So like, kind of want to lock in a good running back.
I would take Bijan Robinson before I would take Derrick Henry.
Why?
Really?
Derrick doesn't catch the ball enough.
So that's a good point. Too.
You got to think about PPR.
That's a good point, man. Because you got to think
It's true.
in the new age of the running back.
It is true.
That's what this whole contract shit has been
Yeah,
happening.
you want a guy that has a chance because Bijan has a chance to catch 70 passes this year, along with 300 rushing attempts.
So like
Derrick Henry's going to get the ball 300 times on the ground. He maybe catches 20,
yeah.
and
That's true.
Derrick Henry's very touchdown dependent. You got to remember that. His best fantasy seasons are when he puts up 14 touchdowns.
yeah.
When he only gets 8 touchdowns, you're going to be hurting. Him and Najee Harris are so close. Like if Derrick Henry's just better than Najee, but Najee scares me because I've taken Najee in a couple of drafts in like the 3rd round, But if he doesn't score a touchdown, I'm fucked.
Yeah.
Because he's gonna get 70 yards, and I'm gonna get 7 points out of a starting running back.
I don't know, man. I think the game has definitely have changed, but I like
Titans philosophy. Derrick Henry's not gonna go obsolete with like Vrabel coaching.
I'll tell you this, bro. The Titans did upgrade the line.
Yeah,
I know that. Last year they were like, hey, have you ever played football in your life? Can you come try and block for Derrick Henry?
Which our right tackle
on somebody,
but
please.
Yes,
just
but
stand there.
They drafted a dog. Peter Skoronsky is a dog,
yeah,
and then they moved someone from guard to center.
Brewer's the
center. They upgraded the line.
Our right tackle to start the season stinks. Petit Ferrer is good, but he's gone for six games for gambling.
That is a good point. If you are
gambling.
Yeah, it's so stupid. But he's
okay.
games,
on NFL games.
He bet on basketball while he was like at the team hotel or something. The facility. You're not allowed to gamble at the team hotel, team meeting room, team facility, team bus, team dinner, at the stadium. Looking at if you're thinking about the stadium, you can't fucking put a bet in. They're gonna suspend your ass for a year.
Calvin Ridley, bro. Calvin Ridley was basically Julio Jones 2.0.
Yeah.
And with the Falcons, same shit happened to him.
He was away from the team.
He gambled, and then he didn't play all of last year. And then now the Jags have him.
Jeez.
It's still not as bad as not Xavier Rhodes, but what his name is, the cornerback for the Colts. He was betting against his own team. He was literally betting against the Colts, like from their fucking facility. I don't know how these guys like. I don't know. They think they're so smart. That's ESPN. Field Yates. Tyreek Hill. I mean, dude,
Tyreek Hill.
I mean, dude, he had over 100 catches last year. He's gonna put up yards. I'm telling you, I think I would go Jamar or Bijan.
Damn, they got Bijan up there high too.
That's what
Everyone's really, but like they haven't even seen him play with
the team. They saw him in college.
And then, but I mean,
it's different. Atlanta's coach like damn near made like 3 1,000-yard rushers last year. Atlanta knows how to run the football. Doesn't matter who you are. They can put me back there and get me like 2 yards a carry. Like they just it's the Titans' old offensive coordinator as their head coach.
And every year there's always a rookie who snaps on fantasy. So like,
see now one thing you need to look for too is a lot of second-year receivers go big too. So like rookies last year that may have struggled that you can find in the later rounds.
Oh yeah,
a lot of guys have a lot of growth between their first and second year.
Damn, dude, I don't even want to say this, but it's just y'all too. But I don't want y'all to take him. But Ken was telling me about someone named Flowers.
Zay Flowers. He's a rookie for the Ravens.
Him and Bijan Robinson are two rookies that are gonna get drafted extremely early.
Yeah.
So,
he was looking pretty good.
I've been letting Zay Flowers go by, and I've been taking Odell in like the 9th or the 10th round.
Yeah, Odell. So now Baltimore has Lamar, Odell, and Zay Flowers. Who's their running back?
J.K. Dobbins.
J.K. Dobbins. He's from Good Pasture. It's crazy.
Is he really?
Yeah, you didn't know that? He played at Good Pasture.
Nice.
And like Navy.
One leg J.
Did he play at Navy or some shit?
Ohio State.
Did he?
Are the Ravens going to be low-key good?
Huh?
Are the Ravens going to be low-key kind of nice?
They've been good.
Really?
They're always good.
If Lamar stays healthy, they go to the playoffs every year.
Their defense is
solid. Their defense is always good. They just haven't had any receivers ever for Lamar. All they've had is Mark Andrews.
Which is a tight end.
Mark Andrews is a dog.
He's not even on the team anymore. I don't think.
Yeah, he is.
I thought he left.
Huh.
No?
Hope not. I don't think so.
Can you look up Mark Andrews real quick?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him.
Maybe I'm totally tripping, but it was Darren Waller who's on a different team.
Yeah, Darren Waller's in New York.
He's in the Giants. Okay, yeah.
I like Darren Waller.
He was my tight end last year.
Yeah, he's good.
So you got your if we were to tier list tight ends, S tier is Travis Kelce.
Kelce's the top.
That's it, and then A tier Mark Andrews.
Waller. What about
Andrews?
Kittle?
He's up there. He's not as big a receiving threat.
His productions went down slightly, but he's still a good.
He's still very good. They just have so many weapons. Like they have CMC, Debo, and Brandon Ayuk, and
McCaffrey.
Yes, I CMC.
Oh yeah,
and Kittle is just such a good blocker. Like he loves it. Like they have all these like mic'd up moments of him just like grabbing guys and tackling them and slamming them on the ground and just screaming in their face, laughing at them and stuff like that.
Dude, and he lives in Nashville, which is crazy.
Yeah, he loves it, dude.
Yeah, damn.
But yeah, I would say, and then I don't know. There's a few tight ends like I like Meyer, the guy that got drafted out of Notre Dame for the Raiders.
T.J. Hawkinson.
T.J. Hawkinson's pretty good.
Someone I'm really looking at.
And then I like Jake Ferguson out of Dallas.
I don't know anything about.
He's the new starting tight end in Dallas. Dak Prescott was talking about how he sees him having a breakout year. Dalton Schultz is gone.
Dalton Schultz,
he's gone.
He's gone. Yeah.
So
he caught a lot of touchdowns last year.
Exactly.
Maybe like 6 or 7.
And then
as tight end, that's a lot.
Ferguson's stepping in and taking his place, and apparently he's eating a lot of volume.
What's going on with Jonathan Taylor? Because I know he is now with the Colts again.
He's on the PUP. He never left the Colts. Physically unable to perform. So he has to sit out 4 weeks.
4 weeks because
it's like a short IL. No, it's because of an ankle injury he has.
But is it really because he's being a dick and trying to get traded?
I'm sure his ankle hurts
pretty
a little bit.
Okay.
He does have
his ankle hurts and his pride hurts a lot more, probably.
Right.
But Jim Irsay.
See, that has to be awkward, right? Everyone on your squad knows you want to leave this place, and then he's like,
"It's a business. It's a business in the end, man. Everybody knows you got to get your money. Like you got to take care of your family. Yeah, you want to be here, but you got to do what you got to do."
That's what Kevin Byard was saying. He went on Busting with the Boys.
Yeah, it was a good interview.
Cut you off, but he was saying, he was like, "Yeah, I took a pay cut." A little bit, because he's team first, but he's also like, this is a business. This is how I make my living. Like, I can only go this low.
Yeah.
So, but will you get a freaking tackle?
Yeah.
Will you get a linebacker for us?
Yeah. And I mean, like,
so
shit, you just see that guy in NC State just running on normal play, tackle somebody, and he's out getting carted out. They got to cut his face mask off. You never know when it's over. You got to take all the money you can get while you're there. You got to eat while the skillet's hot.
It's dangerous
because one day it's all gone.
That's true. Football's kind of crazy.
But it's also like one thing that bugs me too. They're like, these guys got to like just start over their whole life at 27. It's like, so they got $20 million in 4 years, and then now they got to go into the real world.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those poor souls.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know if you know this, but most of the country leaves college with about minus 200,000.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know how the real world actually works out here, fuckers. But
you got $20 million and you don't start some kind of, if you don't start a car wash,
right,
like, dude,
something,
and then go get go sell insurance. Like, dude. Hey, bro,
do a lot of people go bankrupt?
Yeah,
dude. There's a good documentary actually.
Broke.
It's called Broke. Yeah, about dude. These athletes, they're like.
They don't know what to do when they
get it, and they're like, they buy the car, they buy a house,
they buy their homies
everything, they buy their homies a chain.
Well, Vince Young blew all his money. He would take like 30 people deep to Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, it'd be like, that's 20,000, something stupid.
Spend it all on dinners,
bro.
With the boys.
Have you been to Cheesecake Factory? They got a big menu.
Cheesecake Factory.
Like, give me all of it.
Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
Mylena's little sister, her youngest sister, that is her jam. She loves it.
That's so funny.
She loves it.
I have gotten hammered at a Cheesecake Factory.
I haven't got hammered there, but I'm sure it's a vibe.
It's decent.
Okay, so we kind of talked about skill position players a little bit. Who are some defenses y'all are looking at?
Whoever's playing the worst team that week.
That's a good a good strategy. It really is.
I've been more inclined lately to go. I just wait till my last pick of the draft.
True.
And then I take the best defense. So
you go kicker first over defense?
Yeah. And then I take I've been taking the Ravens 15th round because their defense is going to be solid. People jump early on defense, which is weird. Like I saw people taking the Steelers in like the 10th round. Yeah, 49ers in the 10th round. It's like
Patriots.
There's receivers out there that could put up 14 points a week. I don't know why you're wasting your pick.
That's the thing. You never know.
There's a lot of people keeping backup quarterbacks, backup defenses, backup kickers. Yeah. It's like, do you understand bench slots? Like you're using half your bench slots on something that will only play in emergency situations.
So I'll tell you this: I've done it two ways. As far as talking about the backup kicker thing or the backup quarterback thing. Sorry, I can, in a way, if the timing is right, if I do say I draft a Trevor Lawrence, who's going to be a A-tier guy, or at least I think he will, and then you find someone who could be like a B tier.
Yeah.
When the pick makes sense, I think it's okay to hold on to them because he's going to have to start in a bye week.
Yeah, that's true.
But also at the same time, that spot could be filled with some running back. You know?
You're holding up a slot for 1 week usage, which I don't know, man. Like I say, everybody does different strategy, but I think if you lose your number one quarterback, I mean, like you're done for that week anyways. You already started him. He's hurt in that game. So I mean, I don't know. There's different ways to do it, but I just like stocking up my team with guys that have like a I don't know, very high ceiling potentially. Like there's no guarantee that they're gonna have a good year, but they have the potential to have a great year. I like to keep those guys on the bench for like the first 2 weeks because I have my dogs that I'm gonna use my starters. Let's say like I drafted D Hop in like the 11th round. I'm gonna keep him on bench, give him 2 or 3 weeks, and I mean, there's no reason why he can't have another 1,000-yard season. I mean, last year he was on pace for like 1,300 yards with who thrown to him? Kyler Murray wasn't there half the time.
Yeah,
and then you look at AJ Brown's 3 seasons with the Titans. His lowest yardage total was like 927. Mm-hmm. Who was throwing the ball to him? Oh yeah, Tannehill. Who we still have. Yeah. We still have Derrick Henry. We have a better number 2, I think. I think Treylon Burks is better than Corey Davis.
I was gonna say if Treylon Burks has a good year, then D Hop will have a good year too.
I mean, he has to. Yeah, like you still have to double D Hop. D Hop was getting doubled last year, and he was still catching 10 passes a game. He's still a freak
athlete.
Yeah, people were like, dude, bugs me to all get out. Yeah, I mean, I guess 31's technically old for a receiver, but it's fucking 31. They're acting like he's 37 years old.
Yeah.
And everybody on Twitter was sucking his dick when they thought he was going to go to their team. And he thought the Titans like, oh, fucking bum. He's washed. He won't catch 30 balls this year. Like, people just hate the Titans.
Yeah. Well, this is actually a good topic, that's a good point. A good topic is the market. We're in a small market. Whether we want to believe it or not, Nashville is a small market for sports at least. You think about how much you turned on ESPN every day, which is a bad example. ESPN sucks, but you're going to hear more Cowboys stories than you would about the Titans.
Yeah, but
you're going to see more. You're going to see more Yankees stories than you would like the Mariners. They're having a great season right now.
Yeah,
but you're going to see the Yankees suck dick, but you're going to see Garrett Cole highlights more than you would like the freaking Mariners.
Yeah,
it's because of the market that we're in.
But like, so you're telling me Kansas City is a bigger market than Nashville?
I think that's a good point, but they won.
Yeah,
they won 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean that's the only rebuttal, but you are right.
But
though.
like, you
are right.
Back in the day before they were winning Super Bowls, like guys didn't go there and they were like, "Oh, his career's over."
Yeah,
like the Titans have a winning record against the Chiefs, the Bills, maybe not the
shit out of the Bills
against the Ravens, like. All the winning teams, all the winning quarterbacks, the Titans win. Like they're the Titans,
Patriots in the playoffs.
We beat ourselves.
The Titans have like the highest winning percentage since Vrabel's been there. They're consistently a top team in the AFC, and nobody respects them. Like they think it's all a fluke somehow. Like it just doesn't make sense.
Well, what do you think that is though with Nashville? Like I mean, what is it?
I don't know.
Like I think like I was saying, bro. I think it's the market that we're in. We're not in like a big.
Well,
that's not L.A.
That shouldn't make you inclined to hate.
It
shouldn't like be inclined for people to hate on the Titans because it is trendy to hate on the Titans.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's because we've kind of played boring football in a way, but like
maybe, yeah, we run up the middle a lot.
But I mean, whenever Derrick Henry rushed for 2,000 and AJ Brown caught for 1,200, was that boring?
No, fun.
It was
Derrick
fun.
Henry was stiff armor motherfuckers and running 82 yards.
Yeah, and everybody forgets like Tannehill shit his pants against the Bengals, yes, but
the line gave up 8 sacks or whatever. Yeah.
Well, we sacked them 9 times.
Oh yeah.
And then our on the sidelines, the Bengals cornerbacks were literally on camera saying, "We know every play they're fucking calling. We know all their signals. We didn't change up our signs before the playoff game." And the corners would just look over at our sideline and then jump the route and pick the ball.
They're going deep.
And everybody tried to crucify Tannehill. It's like, hey, what about the coaching?
Yeah.
What about that? Huh? Like, it's just so stupid, man. I don't know.
Well, Nashville is getting big, though. I will say that, bro. Like, delivering in Nashville, like, it's turning into something. It's not even country, really, anymore. Yeah. It's turning into, like, almost L.A.
Nashville ain't been country in 30, 40 years.
Yeah. It's weird, man.
I don't know, man. It's growing. It's getting worse, though. Like, it's just more and more shootings and craziness, drug addicts, homelessness.
Yeah.
So I was listening to this thing the other day. So out of 192 countries, we're like number 2 for gun violence. I want to say we're number 1.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
If you take out the 5 most dangerous cities, Chicago, LA, St. Louis,
Baltimore.
Detroit, Baltimore, I want to say, we're number 189 out of 192 for gun violence.
Really?
It's just 5
it's 5
places.
cities.
Yeah.
Or New York City is up there. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, you take out the top 5.
Damn, that's kind of crazy.
We're literally the 3rd lowest in all of gun violence.
Crazy.
Dude, I mean, people aren't supposed to live like bees in a hive.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to be 20 million people around you.
Yeah.
Dude, How do more people not go insane?
Dude, like back in the day, like you had your tribe and like you didn't fuck with like other tribes. So like once there's this many people, like you're not gonna fuck with people around you. Like that's just human nature.
Yeah, dude, we're animals. We're literally all animals, and people want to act like we're so sophisticated and smart. Like, dude, we're like we still have like instincts and behaviors that have been baked into us over thousands of years of evolution. People want to act like that. Like, dude, we've only been living in this circumstance for like 100 years, maybe. Yeah. We've only been living in this current circumstance with all. Look what the fuck is in this room right now, bro. Bring my grandpa in here. That motherfucker that jumped out of airplanes in World War II, he'd shoot us. He'd be like, "You guys are fucking aliens. Y'all are wizards or aliens or the devil or something." He would just kill everybody in his house. He'd be like, I don't know. I stopped the war.
You're not wrong, bro. This ain't real life. Something's going on.
I just think it's crazy how fast everything happened. Like technology, like 20 years ago, we were very advanced in 2003, right? We had crazy CD players. We had GPS devices and cell phones. Yeah. But from like 2010 to now, the way technology, like, bro, look at, like you were saying, bro, we've
jumped light years in like 20 years.
In like 20 years, like, because 20 years before that was the 80s where...
I don't even understand how a fucking CD works.
I know.
Still, that is insane.
Or like a record.
Yeah, or even a record.
It just fucking... makes music like
dude,
fucking.
I don't know. I really scratch yourself. Watch a scab pop up. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, even that too.
Dude, like, a camera trips me out. Dude, you're just gonna push a button. It's gonna capture life for a second.
I think cameras trip me out more than like CDs. Bro.
Yeah, dude. Cameras are actually trippy. Yeah,
it flashes light and it captures.
It draws a picture of what it saw.
That is insane. And the fact that
how do you make that? Like, here's all the materials. Tell me what you need. Make a camera.
A bunch of LSD, I guess. That are aliens. I mean, Steve Jobs said like they took a bunch of acid. But like, how does that? Like, I've done drugs. I've never been like, let me create an iPhone. Yeah, like, what the fuck, dude? Like, it had to be aliens or something.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. When you really think about it, yeah.
I mean, like, dude, even explain a telegraph.
Yeah.
Give me 100 years, all the money in the world. I'm not sending you a message a mile down the road on a goddamn telegram.
Yeah, hey, I'm almost there.
I'm yelling through a string in a cup, and I'll be lucky if I fucking figure that out. Yeah, like, dude, it doesn't. People are aliens. That motherfucker is not real. He was onto something. Like, dude, there has to be.
That's what I'm saying.
This doesn't make sense.
There has to be someone out there who knows
we didn't
more.
Fly until like 1892 or something. Like, we dropped a nuclear bomb out of a plane 40 years later.
Two nuclear bombs.
What, bro?
Yeah.
It was two dudes and their dockers flying on like a... Remember those old school planes where like the guy would jump out and smack the propeller and then run and jump in?
Hold on.
Like, all right, I'm going to fly. Like,
yeah.
Dude, what?
We wiped out two cities.
Dude, it's so crazy. I don't know. Like, it's on my grandfather. Like, he was like 20 when he joined the army. Mm-hmm. And they were like, hey, we're creating this thing called the Airborne. And he was like, what is that? Like, we'll pay you $40 more. He's like, all right, $40 more a month. First time he ever got in an airplane, he jumped out of it.
Damn.
Up there at Fort Campbell, Tennessee. Like, dude, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Yeah, like.
Threw him into the fire.
Here. Jump.
But dude, like, I'm not, like, he was literally like born out in a small farm in like Missouri. Had never I mean, like, he'd probably listen to the radio a couple times and shit like that, like, growing up. And then he's just like, well, I'm poor. I guess I'm going to join the military. Yeah. It's like, hey, here's an airplane. Like, what the fuck is that? You're jumping out of it, pussy. It's like, what the, okay, fuck. Yeah. I don't know, man. The world is just insane.
No, it is.
I don't know.
All these little inventions like that, and, like, the fact that we even went to the moon, which I don't even know if we did, it's like, yeah.
Did y'all see that video of China going to Mars?
India. No, they went to the moon. They didn't go to Mars.
No, Have you seen China's video of them going to Mars?
Well, I was gonna say I saw a video of India.
It fake as fuck?
They look so fake. It was like they landed on Mars and they even sent the film crew there before to film it. It's like a camera showing the spaceship coming down to land on Mars, dude. It looks so shitty. You can find it. It's fucking crazy.
I was gonna say I saw a video recently of India. India was the first country to ever land a rover on the south pole of the moon.
Yeah.
And it looked, I mean, I didn't see like footage of it, but they were like hype as shit. And that's a big deal, you know.
Did it ask for consent?
It's not fucking real.
No, it was Mars.
Oh.
Yeah, they supposedly landed on Mars.
Yeah, I didn't see Mars, but I saw India made it on fuck.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, of course, there's an ad.
For NFL Sunday ticket, we don't need it.
I have YouTube Premium. What's going on? Oh, this isn't my account.
Oh, you're just on the.
Got Manly.
Okay. That might as well be the Gobi Desert.
Oh, this isn't even the one I saw.
Really? Yeah.
Maybe it is.
This shit, I don't know, man. It's all fucking fake.
The one I saw was the thing like supposedly coming like landing on the surface of Mars. Who knows, man? I've also been seeing that like I obviously China's lies about some stuff, but apparently they're not doing very good. Like population's really taking a hit. Like
Really?
yeah, because I mean they had like that one child policy forever,
Yeah.
and then they didn't realize that that's like hard to reverse once you tell people to quit having babies. Like it takes 20 years to grow like another worker. Like
yeah.
I don't know. It's
That was well in that case they completed their goal.
yeah, but they're paying for their I don't know. It's just
We're at
like,
an hour right now.
nice.
That's great.
Do it. Do you want to look up Roar? Or do you want to call it?
No, I want to keep going. I want to let's do that, and then we'll do your cousin story.
Oh Jesus.
You want to go over an hour?
You wanna do that?
Oh,
That's fine.
pull up the Roar injuries video.
We'll hit a couple more topics. Like I said, guys, we're just getting back into the swing of things. Will's got a couple topics here.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. See if you can find the. I was gonna say type it into YouTube. It might be on.
So
That's
this is the
insane
title of
story.
this video: the insane story behind the movie Roar. This is a 1980s movie. Correct?
1981. Yeah. So. Yeah. So these people. Oh, inappropriate.
God.
All right. So this rich bastard just dropped 17 million to make this movie back in the day, right? So his goal was, I really don't know what the goal was, like a comedy something, but instead of using trained lions and stuff, they bought 100 like wild cats, like just big cats, lions, tigers, zebras, or not zebras, I'm looking at zebra, leopards, like all this shit, right? None of the crew was trained on how to deal with big cats. And they would just have them in cages, then just let them out, have them roaming around the movie set. People just get fucked up.
Oh my
Like,
God.
these are just random people. Like these aren't trained like animal experts or anything. They're just out there with real ass.
Oh my God.
That's literally just two lions just fighting.
Bro, so yeah,
oh
look.
my God.
Dude, bro, they're chewing on him.
What the fuck?
Yes, bro. This is a real movie.
Like they're halfway playing, but it also is like
It's 8 full-grown lions
Yeah.
attacking it, bro. But so the crew, there's a 140-man crew. 70 of them got injured by the cats. Like they didn't declaw them, do nothing.
What the fuck?
Look, bro. Yes, they just got fucked up by these big cats.
holy shit.
Yes, bro. Like, and these, like, imagine the poor stagehands getting paid like $5 a day. They got this actor just breaking up a lion fight, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The
Dude,
craziest.
This guy's
shit ever.
insane. Why is he agging the tiger on? I mean, the
No, he's
lion.
trying to break up the fight. He's trying to get the lions to quit fighting. I think you just gotta let him go, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's got a gash on his chest and shit. Yeah, if you're watching this, look up the Roar injuries video.
This is supposed to be a comedy.
I guess,
I mean,
bro.
it's
Look, that thing's attacking him. Like that thing's attacking him, and nobody there is a trained animal handler. Look at that thing's ear is missing.
he's bleeding.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, this shit is insane. Somehow nobody died either. Just 70 people got cut the fuck up
I
and
mean,
bit.
dude,
Like,
oh
dude,
my
it's tearing him up.
God.
Like, dude, it's fucking him up.
Dude, it's like the Tiger King shit.
Yeah.
Do you watch the Tiger King?
No,
Dude,
everybody
you
just
gotta
talked
watch
about
it.
it so much I couldn't
But-
watch it.
There was one of the people who worked there got her arm ripped off.
Didn't she show up to work the next day?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure.
mean,
I'm pretty. Cause I watched all the clips.
She
and stuff of
continued
it.
to work there, but like her arm, like she was like feeding him or whatever, reaching her hand in like the cage, and then he just got it and just ripped her arm off.
Some
clean.
people are just stupid, man. Or they love meth a lot.
Yeah.
Probably both.
Probably both.
Probably both.
Yeah.
Meth's a hell of a drug. But yeah, so if you're watching this, look up
Yeah.
Roar 1981. All animals attack. It's fucking stupid. It's 13 minutes long of big cats attacking the actors, and then the film crew, I guess, was just loving it. I don't know. There's some sick bastards. Yeah, there's just some rich asshole just pulling his pud in like a castle above the thing, just like, yes, eat them more.
And they just made him hungry too. They just starved him.
He just eating lion steak. Yeah, they just starved him all and rubbed his britches with like barbecue sauce and fucking ground beef juice. Jesus, dude. Okay, so you want to story on my cousin?
So Will has an insane little nugget.
Okay,
we'll make this quick as possible, but this is insane.
So I don't have all the details. I'll do some more digging, see what I can find. But so I don't know who's all watching this, but so Steve McNair was a local legend, a Titans player from Nashville, played for the Titans, like I said, and he was dating this girl who used to work at Dave & Buster's, and ended up getting involved with her. Like, he would bring his family up there, and that was his side chick, doing all kinds of shady shit, right? So he's dating this girl. Long story short, she buys a dirty gun off of like a former cop and ends up murdering Steve McNair. Bunch of weird mystery behind it. This girl weighs like 80 pounds, shot him 4 times with a 45, military execution style, then shot herself, but they found her laying on top of him. Metro police closed the investigation in 36 hours. And they say a lot of people think that Metro PD was involved. Like, there was some shady shit.
They killed Steve McNair.
But so the girl that murdered Steve McNair, guess who her boyfriend was? My second cousin. Right?
What?
So I listened to the documentary, or like a true crime story about it, like 4 or 5 years ago. I was at work and just listening. I heard Keith Norfleet, and I was like, huh.
That's an awfully distinguished name. You know,
Kinda.
It's not like Johnson.
Well, so there's a Dennis Norfleet, a very large black guy who played football in Michigan.
For Michigan, yeah.
So I heard Keith Norfleet, guy was messing around with Steve McNair's girlfriend. I just assumed it was another large black football player that looks somewhat like Steve McNair.
Yeah.
No, it's a 5'7" white dude from Antioch that raps and works at White Castle, bro. My surprise, right? My bad. So I literally just see on like Facebook the other day, my dad's cousin, whatever, so doing an interview about it, getting interviewed about the family dealing with the whole thing, because he got harassed and all this stuff, thinking they had him as a suspect, thinking he was the one that killed Steve McNair and her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, bro. And then I get on TikTok right before they try to look it up. This man's got a damn podcast on TikTok talking about
We
it.
need to get him on.
No.
No.
We
got to get him
I ain't
on.
never met this man before, but I have.
him.
My dad showed me. I have pictures of him at family with me and him at family reunions back in the day.
We got to
and
get
shit.
his side of the story.
Holy shit.
Dude, but yeah, shit's crazy. Like I saw it in my brain. You know, like Jimmy Neutron when it. I was sitting there, I was like,
I'm sorry.
oh fuck, that was Keith.
Keith
God
Norfleet.
damn, I had to call my dad. I was like, hey, you know Keith? Like, Keith who? Like, Keith Norfleet.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah,
dad.
why? I was like,
That's my cousin.
he dating Steve McNair, baby mama, murdered him. God damn. But yeah, so that's some crazy shit I found out. I'm gonna try to get some more details there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
if y'all want a conspiracy theory, there's a good podcast on it. Don't ask me the name. I listened to it 6 years ago. But the murder mystery behind Steve McNair. So they closed the investigation really fast. The spokesperson for Nashville said that sometimes that's customary on holiday weekends.
And it was
happened on the 4th of
July
July.
4th, yeah.
That ain't customary, bro.
Customary for murder is insane. Yeah, we wanted to
Yeah,
get home
what?
and barbecue.
Yeah.
Steve McNair,
What?
arguably the most famous Titan of all
Like,
time.
He is like,
Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
he is. Like,
He is, yeah.
Either him or Eddie George.
Him or Eddie, and they
Yeah.
both played on the same team.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, it's weird, bro. Like, look
Wow,
at
that's
that
really
shit.
weird.
That shit's super weird. But yeah, the guy that sold her the gun, I don't think he got in any trouble. It was a legal gun. It was weird because he cooperated with the police and all this stuff. It's interesting, man. There's a lot of shit that they tried to cover. I don't know why, but when was the last a murder of a celebrity got closed in 36 hours?
A very
Yeah.
famous person.
And it's Nashville. It's not like it's L.A. and it was a C-list celebrity like died of a coke overdose. Like
No,
a
it's
Titan superstar got shot 4 times in his house
murder.
Yeah.
with this girl, and she was, I think she was Israeli, and that was the thing. She was got like the way
Yeah.
his execution style was like Mossad execution style,
Mhm.
like two in the chest and 2 in the side of the head. An 80-pound girl supposedly did that with a 45.
Mm.
I can't shoot a 45 4 times like that, dude.
Nah.
Shit don't make no sense.
Nah, shit
But
ain't
yeah.
adding up.
You never know though. Pussy may have been good. Had Steve McNair fucked up. Had my cousin working at White Castle. So.
Hey.
That may have been by his own circumstance. I don't know, but I'll blame it on that bitch's dead pussy.
It was her fault somehow.
That's true.
Well, shit, boys. This was a good at Parker. You got any things? You have fun? This was fun.
It was fun.
I want to come back soon, man.
Yeah.
Let's
I love being on with you guys.
Let's keep this machine going, man. Get the clips rolling, dude. This is just having fun.
Yeah. Chilling with the boys.
Football season's coming up. I hope you guys get some decent information. We kind of jumped around a little bit, but we hit some points. Football's here, man.
It's finally here.
Football is here. NFL's week after next.
No, it's what, 7 days. This time next week.
This time next week. Chiefs, Lions. Yep. This time Thursday.
September 7th.
Lions spread, whatever it is. I'm taking it. But yeah, guys, that's it. Episode 158 of the Slightly Daily Podcast.
We out.